Okay, so I am going to walk through the first section of the day 9 examples, and day 9 is all about familiarizing yourself with the formulas for area and circumference for all the different shapes, and really just knowing what they mean and knowing what all the parts mean. And so I'm going to walk through problems 1 through 5. And here's problem number 1. We were given a square and we were given an area, or a rectangle, I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely a rectangle. It looks a little weird in the picture, but on the paper you can tell it's a rectangle. Like we said, we were given formula. In all of these scenarios, you're going to start with the equation or the formula for area of that shape. So recall, with a rectangle, the area formula is base times height, or BH. And then what I like to do is label my parts. Okay, so it told me what area was. I'm going to label this as my B and that as the H. And as you can see, the height, that H, is what I'm looking for. Okay, so now we're going to take these values and substitute them in. So area was 73 feet squared. So instead of writing A for area, I'm going to write 73 equals, and my base is 7.3. And then my height we're going to leave as H because that's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. Now that we have filled in our parts, we can solve this just like we would solve a normal equation. If this H was an X, what would you do? You would divide both sides by 7.3. And 73 divided by 7.3 is 10. So 10 equals H. And you're done. The missing measurement is 10 feet. So you would type in 10 in the Google form if this was one of your questions. Okay, and the nice thing is that formula is the same formula for a parallelogram and a square. So if we look on down at the examples, for example number 3, you can see I did the same thing. This time I was looking for the base, so I'd have the base times 3.4, which was my height, divide by 3.4 on both sides, and you get 7 as the value of the base. Okay, and then that was a parallelogram. And then if I look down here at the square, you've got your area, which is 121, so I plug that in the formula. Base and height are labeled here. I'm looking for my height again. So plug in 11 for B, divide both sides by 11, and you get 11 as the missing measurement. Okay? With something like a triangle or a trapezoid, this formula gets a little more intense. Okay? So if we move up here and look at this triangle example on number 2. Remember, the formula for the area of a triangle is 1/2 BH. In this scenario, it told me my area was 19.3 equals, that 1/2 is just a number, okay, it just goes there. My base was 6.9. So I'm going to just do 6.9 in parentheses. And then my height is the missing value, right? So that's what I was looking for. So I have filled in everything I know. And step 1 is to just simplify this. So I've got 19.3 equals, and then I'm going to do in my calculator 1/2 times 6.9. Okay, so if I go in my calculator here, and if you can't type in a fraction, 1/2 is 0.5. So 0.5 times 6.9, and I'm going to get 3.45. h. And now, just like we did with the square, divide by 3.45. Divide by 3.45 on both sides. And your answer is going to be approximately 5.6 equals h. Okay, so that would be your answer, 5.6, because you divided both sides by 3.45, and that's what you would type into the Google form, because again, you want to round to one decimal place, okay, and do not include units. So that's how you would do it for a triangle. The difference there is you just do 1/2 times whatever number's here, okay, and then divide it by that. All right, and then the last thing we have to look at is the area of a trapezoid. Okay, so this formula is the most intense out of all of them. So the formula for the area of a trapezoid is A equals B1 plus B2 over 2 times the height. Okay, so you have to take the average of the bases multiplied by the height to find the area. So I know area is 34.8 equals base 1 and base 2. It doesn't matter how they're labeled, but I always just list the top as base 1. So I'm going to plug in 3.8 plus, I don't know what this is, so I'm just going to write B2 over 2 times my height, which is 5.8. Okay, so now you can kind of see that better. Okay, first step, this whole side is being multiplied by 5.8. So we're going to do the opposite of that. We're going to divide both sides by 5.8. Divide by 5.8. And 34.8 divided by 5.8 is 6. So you've got 6 equals, those cancel out, and you're going to bring this whole fraction down. 3.8 plus B2 all over 2. Now, we can't do anything with this over a fraction, so I'm going to multiply by 2, multiply by 2, because you have to do it on both sides. 2 times 6 is 12, equals, those cancel out, and I've got 3.8 plus B2. To get B2 by itself, I'm going to subtract 3.8, subtract 3.8, and I'm going to get 8.2 equals B2, okay? So your final answer for that one was 8.2, and that's what you would type in as your missing measurement. Okay, so these are a little more involved. Refer back to this video, refer back to the examples that I upload. Every problem that you're asked to do, I showed you an example like. So use that and let me know if you need any help. And for problems 6 through 8, I've uploaded a second video talking about circles and how to find the missing measurement of a circle. All right.